Don't know if I'm live. I'm testing something out. I am testing out a thing that I can do um, on my laptop when I'm away from my computer, like at home. So I'm currently in the mountains. I don't know if you guys can see this yet or not. Let me check and see if I'm live on all the other platforms. Okay. I am. Okay. I'm seeing, I've got it on my phone. Okay, I see you there. So that's working. This is a little bit of a test. Hello, Nathan. How are you doing? Hey, Critical Cripple. I'm in the mountains, up in the Smokies. And I'd show you the view, but it's dark outside. But the mountains are like right over there. There's a hot tub out here on the deck. I guess I could have tried this earlier today, but I thought, well, I got some of my work done. So I was like, let me try this. So essentially what I'm doing, I am on Restream, and I'm trying this through the Restream interface. I'm in a van in Costa Mesa, California. I'm sorry, Nathan. I hope you're okay. Yay, I'm live on Facebook too. Jan Mary Castle. I got my hoodie on. Maybe I should put my hood up. I don't know if that makes me cooler or not. Maybe it does. Am I cool now? So anyway, I don't know what's going on. So I'm trying this Restream thing. Hey, Sinister Porpoise, how you doing? This doesn't. Hey, James Downard. Restream for you at 7. Sweet. That's great. I hope it was working for you. I'm trying to see if I can navigate this somehow. I don't know what certain buttons do. There are certain buttons that do different things. And I'm trying to spotlight. It says spotlight on something. I don't know what all these buttons do. Okay. That must pause it. So I'm playing around with all these bells and whistles and stuff like that. It looks like I can invite people on this. This might work for me. I'm navigating Restream. So let me see if I can share my screen. Okay. Okay. So I don't know if you can. Oh, wait, I don't want to do that. Never mind. Something just happened, and I need to close that out. I don't know where everything went. I can't find you guys now. Okay. Okay, later. Quit now. Okay. Cancel. I don't know what's going on. Cancel. So I was playing around with that. Well, it seems I can invite people into this as well. And if I can do that, that would solve a lot of my problems with OBS. I already pay for Restream. So if I'm able to present something on here for like my talk show stuff, like where I have like Nervardia, this might be a good option because my computer keeps crashing whenever I use OBS with some kind of video, like video software. So this might be a good option for that. I just got to figure out how to put my bells and whistles onto here. Hey, Moonlight Mocha. Yeah, it does say Restream right there, doesn't it? But I pay for this, so I don't know why it says that. So I have to play around with this a little bit more. There's settings. Let's see what settings do. Nothing. Play a local video. Huh. So I have to go to a pro thing. Come on, Restream. I already pay extra money for this. I don't want a professional thing. Yeah, maybe I'll just have to do Discord, I guess, in Mr. Porpoise. Yeah, I just might have to do that. Hello, defend me, please. What's up? What's up? Hey, Joe. Definitely a wait screen. I'm trying to play around with Restream to see how this goes, if I like this or not. But it works for now. You haven't told it not to. What do you mean I haven't told it not to? I don't know. Told what not to? Sinister Porpoise. Moonlight Mocha says, my chemistry research group just finished measuring CO2 levels pertaining to electric versus gas stoves. What'd you find out? What'd you guys finish finding out with that? I want to hear about that, Moonlight Mocha. Hello, Mr. Shadow Kitty. This is an entirely random stream. Entirely random stream. I'm in a cabin in the woods. Actually, it's in the mountains. Had to drive really crazy up all kinds of hills. In the driveway is gravel. It's gravel for like a whole portion of this. And out there, this is 3-story place, man. I got it on like a fire sale kind of thing because travel's not going so great now. I have to say, the decor is not my favorite. It's this kind of stuff. Okay, so like here's a lamp here. Let me turn this off. It's like camouflage, right? And it's got antlers on a thing that looks like it, and they're fake. It's resin. And then it's like on this is by Mossy Oak is the name of the brand of this. Yeah, so camouflage, everything. But hey, not really my jam. There's camouflage bean bags on the 3rd floor. This is a place that's supposed to house like 7 people. So I kind of feel like a queen right now, sitting going, I miss my people and my servants. Where you can't find good help these days. So I'm just like, okay. And there's a really real weird lamp over here. It just looks like a giant turd, but it's a log. Like a twisted, knotted log. But it just, I looked at that and I'm like, that looks like a giant elephant turd. I thought that was weird. Let me see if I can show you the giant elephant turd. Bear with me. I'm going to have to turn you around this way. Yep, the view's pretty nice. So that lamp right over there, can't even get it to turn on. And it's next to a bowl of like fake fruit that's covered in glitter. So while I am no interior design person, I think there might be a little bit of overlap there. Giant elephant turd lamp next to bedazzled fruit. Don't quite know about that. The Lone Wanderer's bunker. Okay, sorry. I don't know what happened. Lone Wanderer's bunker says, hell, give me the address. I need a break. It's been really nice. Hey, warning dumb racist people. Ugh. No, Nina or Frodo. Doggies aren't allowed, so I have somebody else dog sitting right now. I FaceTimed with the dogs a couple nights ago, and I think that just stressed them out more. I am in the Smoky Mountains. And it's known to be Smoky Mountains because they always have like little clouds at the top. It looks like little little clouds. And pretty country. And that's okay. I like it. I know I miss my doggies. But it's okay. So it's pretty country, but it's okay out here. Pigeon Forge is a bit stressful. Let me just say, Pigeon Forge is a bit stressful. It's like super, super, super gaudy. They have like Titanic, the dinner show, a dinner show about a disaster. And you too can go to the Titanic dinner show. They hit the iceberg every night at such and such time. And I'm like, oh my God. They have a Christmas show out there. It's the Hatfield and McCoy's Christmas special. If you're not familiar with the Hatfield and McCoy's, there were some people that had like a rivalry. It's like the version of mountain people gangs. And they fought a lot over land and money and stuff. And so there's a Christmas special out here that you too can go see. I will not be doing that. So, oh my goodness. Let's see. James Downard says, I drove through the Smokies back in the 1980s. Very scenic short mountains, covered lots of trees. Yes, it's beautiful. The trees are so pretty. I actually like whitewater rafting, but it's a bit cold and we have the Rona right now. Let's see. Woohoo. Yeah. Smoky Mountain Hike. Pigeon Forge is really country though. It was cool. Been all up around there. Beautiful places. Yes. Yes. So wow, I wouldn't think Titanic was all that Smoky Mountain thing. Well, it's weird, okay? Hey, gonna go for it. It's very peaceful. And, you know, I'll talk about my experiences here in a bit. I think we might have some aminals coming around the cabin and stuff, which is kind of cool. But Pigeon Forge is like a wannabe country Vegas without the casinos. But all the shows are there and the buffets, and they have a pirate and dinner show. I told you about the Hatfield and McCoy Christmas special. Dolly Parton has a lumberjack show out here, lumberjack challenges or battles. It's something like that. I'm like, what did the lumberjacks battle over? Wood or pancakes? These are the questions I think about. What would lumberjacks fight over? Cutting down trees, good equipment, pancakes. I don't know. So it's just stuff like that. And then you go to Gatlinburg and it's like really small town cozy versus Pigeon Forge, which is like, spend all this money here. Here's Ripley's Believe It or Not. It's an upside down museum over here. And there's an aquarium. And, you know, I've been to a few of those things before. I've been out here before. But it's so different. Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, two completely different feels of city, right? Side by side. So it's weird. Let's see. I'm catching up. Dinah Cat Loves Me is here. What's up? Let's see. Ruby Falls. Yeah, Ruby Falls is supposed to be really nice. I've been to Rock City before, a long time ago. I'm down for seeing a lumberjack eating contest. How many pancakes can you shove in your mouth? Aminals. I like saying aminals, Peter. I think it's funny. The first night I was here, I did not sleep so great because I thought Jason was going to get me. You know, I'm kind of conditioned now for all of the scary films and stuff. So I thought Jason was going to get me. Second night I slept okay. But it's so quiet. It's like ridiculously quiet. It's like loud. It's so quiet. The silence is deafening. And you're like, oh my God, the slightest sound makes you think something's going to get you. And but I've gotten used to that. And it's been quite relaxing. Beaver pelts. Tiny cat loves me. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Monty Python comes to mind. Says James. Oh my goodness. So I've been enjoying it. It's really nice. It's really neat to look out in the mornings. Like the top of the mountains will be like frosted. So the top of the trees have all that little frost on it. And then the rest of the mountain's green. So it looks like the mountain has like a little white hat on the top. It's pretty cool. So I've just been doing that. I thought I was going to have way more work to do, like for my job, but turns out, no. It's pretty easy going. Pretty easy going. Woo. It's a little bit Trump country. That's the truth. It is a little bit that. So trying really hard not to get upset when I drive around. And I'm just like, it's freaking Trump. But I don't know. They have a pool table downstairs by the garage with some darts. Actually made a fire over here. Cooked me a hot dog in the fireplace because I don't have like a fire pit on the property here. So I cooked one in there. It's just a regular fire, Put some wood in there. Lit it. Don't know if you can hear it. I am from the South, so I won't say which part because of weirdos on the internet. No offense, Moonlight Mocha. I don't necessarily think you're a weirdo. I just have weirdos. Whatever. I turned the TV on. This is supposed to be an aquarium on loop, but it's all messed up with the colors, I guess, because of the whatever thing. So yeah. But I feel like I'm getting recharged here. It's been pretty peaceful. Got in the hot tub. Not yesterday, but the day before. I'm kind of still worried because this is a rental property. And they do come out and clean. I mean, they do in between tenants. But, still hot tubs. Kind of worry about that, but yeah. Mr. Shadow Kitty says, I always feel a teeny bit uncomfortable in the South. I stand out like the Yankee I am. There you go. I'm trying to see if I can scroll up on these comments. Here. Let's see. Gatlinburg is very special. My family are Civil War nerds. Been to every battlefield, fort, etc. in my surrounding states. Okay. Warning dumb racist people. Blue One themselves says, evening, Mel, and chat in the mountains in the evening. Yes. Like I said, I would have taken this outside, but it's like really dark. Let me get me something to drink. I got my drink over here. But, it's all right. Oh, woo! I don't know if you saw this glamorous country style. Everything is wooden. It's like, I half expected to just sleep on a wooden thing when I got here. The bed is wooden, so yeah. Wooden. Hey, Robert Helmer. Maybe I missed the beginning of this, but how'd you wind up locked in a cabin in the woods in the middle of a winter's evening? Daily rotation here. What's up? How you doing? I'm on kind of a vacation. I haven't been out of my house since August when I went glamping in an RV out to a state park in Missouri. I am now in Tennessee in the Smoky Mountains. just rented a cabin out here. I honestly thought it was, I didn't know it was 3 stories, guys. I thought, because this is like a new company listing. It was through hotels.com. There hadn't been a lot of reviews, so it wasn't extremely expensive or anything. Like, it was pretty reasonable. And I thought, well, look at the view. This is nice. I honestly thought it was like a duplex thing where I would get like a floor and then other people, kind of like a lodge. That's what I was thinking. Because this thing is bigger than my house. Okay. It's like legit bigger than my house. And so that's what I thought I was getting. And then I get here, it's the whole freaking house. It's huge. It's got 3 floors. It's got a bedroom upstairs with 4 beds in it. They're like kid-sized twins beds. So I'm thinking this is supposed to be like a family type of place. There's like camouflage decor everywhere, which I guess is fine. It just feels a bit weird. Poo-looking lamps. Don't quite understand the appeal of that, but that's okay. And then, a hot tub. I thought, oh, does it come with a hot tub, or is that like a communal thing? Because if it's a communal thing, I'm not about to get in a hot tub with other people in the middle of a pandemic. Forget that. So I had no idea I got this entire property by myself. It's like, I do have another family member here with me, but it's like 2 of us in a 3-story house. I guess, it's not too bad. So I've picked the 2nd floor. My other family member has the 1st floor. We just chill. And we go outside sometimes. There's like 2 balconies, and then you get the view of the mountains. It's really nice. So yeah, so this was unintentional. So yeah. How cold is it there? It's around freezing. Let me see what the temperature is right now. It's almost 8 p.m. 45 degrees. It was in the 30s yesterday. So it's all right. It's supposed to be sunny tomorrow in the 60s. Rain on Saturday. I'll be leaving on Saturday. But this has been pretty nice. Can't complain. Yep. Wood is a good insulator in colder climates. I bet. It's done pretty well. My fire is still going. I'm kind of proud of my fire, guys, because I don't normally light fires and stuff. Even though I'm a chemist, you think I'd be great at the thermodynamic fire thing. It was a little more challenging than I expected. I'm used to charcoal. Burning wood is a different monster, isn't it? A little bit different. Hi, Omar, a lady. How you doing? I'm hanging out in the cabin in the woods. Seeing any bears yet? I haven't. The last time I was out here about 5 years ago, is that 5 or 6 years ago, there was a bear, a black bear outside the door of my lodge. And it's grossly unfair that bears are so ridiculously cute, but they'll kill you. It's like, it's not fair that bears have this cute little face and you're just like, I want to give you cuddles. And then they're like, hey, I'm going to claw your face off. And you're like, but you're so cute. They're so fluffy, But I haven't seen any bears yet. Oh my gosh, guys, I was driving up here yesterday after going around. I looked at Pigeon Forge, and then I went to Gatlinburg, driving around. Then I was coming a different way back to the cabin, and somebody's chicken coop had a hole in it. And so there was all these freaking chickens and geese and roosters just all over the road. And I'm like, all right. And they were just hanging out. It was like a chicken festival, just all on the road, just walking around. They're like, hey, this is my street. What's you doing here? I was like, man, these chickens, they're like not even afraid of cars. They're just like, hey, this is my street. You should go around. And I thought, man, these are brave chickens. So I don't know. Camo lamps and hot tub bunker erotica. I have it. There's no rifles here, though. And then they've got, the decor where you got the burned names into wood and stuff, and the bear sculptures that have been carved out of a tree trunk with a chainsaw, that kind of stuff. But the elephant poo in the hot tub, guarantee you'll get it all to yourself. Yeah, possibly, Mr. Shadow Kitty. But nobody else is here. Like I said, it's just, I didn't know I got the whole property. I thought it was just like a floor, like a lodge situation. So there you go. Hey, Vlad Teppies, how you doing? Preach, baby bear's so cute. Mama's so not happy. That's true, Jav. Smiling Game Master. Agreed. They are adorable. And Deli, yes, they are. It's not fair at all. There may be, I don't know. I was going to say there may be too many people out here, but I think I have heard some rustling around. So maybe some raccoons or something, You're right. Chickens have no fear, Smiling Game Master. How to fire dry wood and lighter. Not lighter, but lighter wood like pine stump. Yeah, they actually supplied firewood over here. I did get a starter log thing because I thought, well, maybe I'll try this. It was cool. Says, warning, dumb racist people. Robert Helmer, glad you're doing well, Mel. Enjoy your vacation. Thank you. It's kind of a vacation, but I'm also working a little bit, so it's okay. I'm having fun, though. That's what matters. Mommy bears are human racists. To be fair, if I was a bear, I would hate humans, too. Have you seen the environment and climate change? Oh, my God. So, optimistically cynical says, I have chased chickens a lot. They have fear. They might. Not these, though. These chickens look like, this is my house. What are y'all doing here? And I'm like, I'm just driving down the street, chicken person thing. And geese. There were geese that were honking at me while I'm in my car going, okay. Where's and then the geese are there and the roosters. I'm like, okay, this is not weird. But oh well, what can you say? So I'm trying Restream thing to see if that works. I've been asked to be on a show tomorrow. I'll be on Pimp Monk's channel. So I was like, I've been on there almost every week this past 3 weeks. He's sent me a message like, hey, you free? So I'll be on his channel. Some say chickens are dumb. I followed chickens and told them they looked good enough to cook. Scares them every time. Says warning dumb racist people. Oh my goodness. Geese are super aggressive, says Joe. They kind of are. They've been aggressive. They will chase you. Like the Canadian geese, I hear they're pretty aggressive too. They'll run around and get you. Oh my goodness. But it's like super quiet. At first I was weirded out because I thought I'm not used to having blinds open because people were weird and I'm like a very private person. I don't like people looking in on me. But I'm like, who's going to look? I'm on the second floor. And it's like nature out there. But I'm like, it's okay. And then the door doesn't even have like a covering on it. So I can just see right outside. I don't like that. Kind of bothers me. I like coverings on windows because I've seen too many horror films. So yeah. Optimistically cynical. All right. I was trying to figure out why I subscribed to you. Must be from Pimper TV. I've not been on the Drunken Peasants before. I have been on Hannibal and Monty's channel, and I got to do a thing for his show, for their award show. He wants me to do a segment. I used to do a regular segment on there at the beginning. They would play some of my stuff on Hannibal and Monty's channel, and I'm the voice of little shit. So we collaborate from time to time quite a bit. But yeah, I'll be on Pimp's show tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'll be on his show tomorrow. I have no idea what we're talking about, but there you go. But that's okay. That really looks weird, that aquarium, the way that it is, doesn't it? I don't know. Can I fix it? I wonder if I play around. No, I can't fix it. It just looks like super hyper weird. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was just trying to say hi to you guys and see what was going on and see what you're up to. Nothing really else going on here. I think I ate too much sweet stuff over the past 3 days, so I'm pretty certain I'm going to feel that later if I don't already feel it. I feel like I'm kind of swollen. I don't know if it's like the change in pressure, how you feel kind of bloated, but there you go. Gotta run. Have fun in the mountains, Mel. I will. See you later, James. RJ. So what about those vaccines? What about those vaccines, kids? You should take them. Have you seen the effectiveness versus a placebo? I'm getting warm. The fire's working. Have you seen the effectiveness versus a placebo on the data associated with the Pfizer vaccine from the UK? It's amazing. It'd be awesome. J.I. Person says, if you're on the second floor, only giraffes and people with ladders can look into your window. I know, but it's still kind of buggy and weird. I feel kind of weird about it. I will have you know, I had to go and get some new Xbox controllers because my wired ones have stopped working. My wireless ones, sorry. My wireless ones have stopped working. So I had to get wired ones. So now my experience is different because I have to sit closer to the Xbox if I want to do anything with it. And that kind of bothers me because I was really hoping to tear up some Assassin's Creed Valhalla because that's a lot of fun. But yeah. Let's see. Jeff says, isn't the Pfizer vaccine 95% effective, 2 shots, 5 weeks apart? I'm not certain. I haven't looked at all the data. But, hey, I do want to check into it a bit more. I've just been, relaxing and chilling. I washed my hair. I washed my hair and people are like, oh, your hair looks so nice. I'm like, I washed it. Thank you. And I don't think you guys realize what a big deal it is for me to wash my hair. It takes like a flat hour because detangling is involved because I don't wash it every day. I wash it about once a week because it's textured. It has a different, it's not like baby soft silken hair. It's textured. So it tends to be dry, and it's curly. So I have to detangle it first. So I shampoo and then condition and then shampoo again. And then I do a conditioner. And then I have to take like an oil-based type of lotion-y thing, whether it's olive oil, coconut oil, or cocoa butter, rub it all in my hair, and then detangle it, going through, pulling out all of the, kind of all the tangles, getting my hair super freaking greasy. And then by the time I'm done, it looks like I've killed a Tribble from Star Trek because all of the hair. And that takes a flat hour. So then I have to do that. Then I got to shampoo my hair again. Then I got to condition again. Then I got to do the leave-in conditioner. So people are like, oh, wow, it's like I don't do anything else to it. Just shampoo and add products sometimes because ain't nobody got time for that. I've lived right at sea level my whole life. I feel a bit off when I'm at higher elevation, says Mr. Shadow Kitty. There you go. Warning dumb racist people says scientist, YouTube content creator, and gamer. Nice. I do like playing games. The last game that I played practically all the way through was BioShock Infinite and one of the Tomb Raiders, one of the Origin Tomb Raider games. And then I started playing one of the Assassin's Creeds. I do like fighter games, like Injustice. I played that for a while. Man, the reflection in windows is freaking me out. I have seen a person looking at me twice now. It was myself. I am scaring myself. There's probably somebody behind me too. It's probably my stupid reflection. I have gotten spooked by reflections 3 times now. Stupid horror films. I'm conditioned now. But yeah. There you go. Let's see. What time is it? It's almost 8. It's 7:56 here. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I'm yawning. I got up pretty early this morning. So I've been playing this game on my phone for a couple months now, I guess, called Ebony. And some of my new viewers came from the game that I play. And some people get really mad on that game. And some people are just jerks. And other people are like super nice and really cool. And so that's always awesome, talking to super nice people. It's almost 2 a.m. where you are, J.I. Pearson. Oh my goodness. 2 a.m. I hope you don't have to get up terribly early. So there you go. 5:57 p.m. Okay, cool. I'm honestly excited I don't have as much work as I thought I did. So, because now I don't feel like I'm so freaking stressed out about that. So I'm like, okay, I don't have to stress out so much about that. Hey, Harmonica Man. I'll see you later. For a relaxing game, try Happy Color. It's a color by number app with tons of content. Ooh, that sounds cool. I have to, I do like some of the coloring things. I used to have actually the adult coloring books. I would sit there and color, and it was actually quite soothing. And I do have an app on my phone that has like little soothing, fingery type of games where it's just sensory type of games. So that's kind of cool. Does anybody ever and the bathtub here is big, guys. It's a freaking huge bathtub. I've had 2 baths today. 2. Hanging out in my tub. Just chilling. Because it's so big. I can sit on one side of the bathtub and not be able to reach the other side. Like, that's a legit problem that's not a problem. It's like I'll bring in my soda or my coffee and I'll sit in the bathtub. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'll move to one side of the bathtub. I'm like, I can't reach my coffee. I have to like move really far to go get to the bathtub. And I'm like, this is an interesting problem. That is not really a problem. So I kind of lucked out on this place, man. Thinking it was just a floor. It's not. It's the whole house. 3 stories, game room, all of that. Oh, gosh. Oh, my nose itches too. I love old school games. I'm really still on N64. Loved almost everything. Golly, guys, my nose itches. It's like a domino effect. It keeps itching. I loved almost everything Nintendo put out for the N64. Says, warning, dumb racist people. Yeah, N64 was a really good console. 2 baths equals luxury. It really does. And, I will admit that was quite indulgent of me to take 2 baths. and it had bubbles, and it's one of them jacuzzi things. But it's got, I really like the push button ones. This one's got a knob. Here's another problem that's not a problem. You have to get out of the tub to go turn on the jacuzzi option for the bathtub, and then you can get back in the bathtub. But then if it goes off, then you got to get out and turn it on again. That's my only complaint. But on the flip side, the freaking jacuzzi runs all the time. You cannot turn it off. It just runs and runs and runs and runs and runs. So it's like, it's weird. I'm like, I have a jacuzzi out here. The hot tub runs all the time. But the bathtub, you have to get out of the bathtub to turn on and get back in. And it's big, all that. And none of those are actual legit problems. But they're problems, but they're not problems. And so I'm like, this is strange. And it's really weird being in a house this big. Because I grew up in a really tiny house. We were borderline poverty. So the fact that I can afford a big cabin like this, student loans and all, I'm like, and I'm working. I can work from this. I could go anywhere and just sit and do my job, which is also amazing and a privilege. And I'm grateful for that. I'm very privileged in this time of uncertainty and terror and upset and unrest. And I recognize that. That's why I love my job so much, because I get to help people during this time. So that's cool. The fire's almost out. I cooked a hot dog in the fireplace. That's about as camp-like as I'm going to get. Oh, my goodness. So I don't know what you guys have been up to. I've been just working. I really needed a break, like very badly. I'm not going to lie to you. I really needed a break pretty badly. I needed a change of scenery. Thank you, Major, back on Facebook. I really needed a break. Like I said, I haven't really left my house since back in August for that one trip. And the rest of the time, I've just been at home. So it's just, it's been hard. And even though it's like, I'm not in the hustle of bustle of driving around in a car, going to the job, blah, 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 dealing with the pandemic. I don't have any of that stress. But not leaving, not having clear, defined boundaries for work has been draining for me, because my students work at all kinds of different times. So I have to be accessible to them, 8 to 10 hours a day for email communication, phone, video. And then I have to be very flexible with due dates because pandemic. And so that means I don't grade everything until like the very end when people turn in stuff. So it's like I get a whole lot of work in towards the end. And so it's been very weird and challenging, and never leaving my house. That's not been terribly good for me. So I was like, okay, I have got to get away. Even if I go somewhere else. Woo! Email. This is why I turn off notifications, because notification sounds genuinely stress me out. Because they would just, if I had my notifications on for Twitter, my phone would be dead just from binging all the time. So it's on silent. I don't know what sounds my phone makes because I keep it on silent. But so yeah, so this has been good for me to get away. Let me see. I'm trying to catch up on the messages. Dinah Cat loves me. He's been cat herding. Oh boy, that's a heckin' thing, isn't it? Warning dumb racist people. Unfortunately, I work in a grocery store, so yeah, I'm so sorry. And to be honest, when I do curbside, I tend to do curbside or delivery. Curbside, I'm on time, if not early. I let y'all know when I'm coming. I accept substitutions. I try to do everything I can to make your job easier. And if they're being delivered, I tip well. I tip well because I can. Hey, Charles Jones, how you doing? Pandemic aside, grading shit, said Major Vac. Fortunately, a lot of the courses that I have, they don't require a whole lot of grading because they were built with, I built one of the courses. They were built with online grading already put in. And so a lot of what I've been doing is consultations with students. Some of my calls have been talking down students who've lost friends of the family or family members to this virus, or dealing with the fact that their job is working them to death because they're a frontline worker or, an essential worker. Talking with them on their lunch breaks, just trying to help them to finish, because it's rough. It's really, really rough. I'm a budding chemistry professor. So I work at a community college, and fortunately, it's a teaching institution. I'm not required to do research in order to keep my job. My job is I'm 100% invested in my students. There's other stuff that I do for outreach, and science communication is one of them. But 70% of our student population are poverty line. And so I spend a lot of time helping them with chemistry. And so I'm happy to do it. You took the chance today and delivered some tortillas to my office and 2 of my friends in 2 different locations. Boy, that's a chance there, Smiling Game Master. Warning dumb racist people says, my store doesn't do any of that. In fact, they don't force masks like they should. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, warning dumb racist people. When I say your name like that, I feel like I have to say it in different ways. Otherwise, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like I need to say that in different ways. You're a great teacher, Mel. Well, thank you, Smiling Game Master. I try really hard. I probably work too much. And I probably am far too lenient. But sometimes people just need a break, Sometimes people just need someone else to say, hey, I got you on this one. And I'm in a position that I can do that. And so that puts a little bit more work on me, but I'm also not risking my life in the front lines being an essential worker. So if I can help essential workers who are students of mine, I can at least do it in that way. Now, like I said, does put a bit more stress on me, and I have like all kinds of different stuff going on, but it's a different set of problems, but it's something that's manageable. Cold as PHUCK. Great teacher and hot. Aren't you sweet? I don't feel particularly hot right now. I feel like in the pandemic, I feel like I've gotten gross. Does anybody else just feel like you're gross? I've probably gained 20 pounds. I'm not even gonna lie, 20, 25 pounds. And I'm feeling it. It's like for real, my pants. I feel it in my pants and my shirt. Because I hadn't really gained it so much in my waist. It's the other areas, which people are like, oh, that's fine. I'm like, my clothes don't fit me right. And this is annoying. So I'm going to have to tackle this. Because I've been sedentary. Normally when I'm like teaching, I'm giving a lecture, I'm walking up and down the classroom. I'll easily walk like 5 miles 5 miles in a day, just doing my job, going up and down stairs. Here, I'm just like, hey guys, welcome to chemistry. I'm just gonna sit here. And then my legs are going to sleep. I can't, it's just, and then what I do, I get up from my desk, walk across the room, and sit down on my couch. And I even converted part of my kitchen into a gym. I'm like, I got it right there. But just having the motivation to get up and do it after just the fatigue of everything, you know? Hey, Wes Sturdivant, how you doing? It's the glasses that do it. People like my glasses. And I got the kind that are like, they don't do the glare, they're anti-glare. So here you go. Mr. Shadow Kitty, I've become a chunk, a monk, and a drunk. Boy, hard to relate, man. Hard relate. Maybe. Penultima says, working at a hospital. I think I've lost a few pounds during this whole thing. Silver linings. Well, I found them, Penultima. So if you would like them back, I'll be happy to give them to you. Overnight FedEx. All right. Thanks for the shout out. When I do talks like this, I like to talk to the people in the chat because it's just me, What am I going to do? The last show I did, I think, was my 8,000 followers on Twitter sing-along. Boy, y'all picked some songs I didn't do so great at. And y'all don't make me rap ever again. Please don't make me rap ever again. I mean, it's funny, but it's not good. No refunds. What? Come on. Let me just suck some of this out of my posterior. Yeah, I refuse to get on the scale. Legit anxiety. Can't do it. So I'm just going to modify what I eat and check how my clothes fit and tape measure. Screw the rest of that. I actually have had eating disorders in the past. So massive anxiety associated with the scale, even though once I do it and I face it and then I'm like, okay, and then I tackle it and I go on. But for whatever reason, I cannot do it right now. I just cannot do it. I think it's just another thing. All the crap that's gone in the world, the election, oh my God, the pandemic, having to be not only a teacher, but also like a counselor to a degree, to be there for my students. And then I've had family. Gosh, my nose itches. Then I've had family I've had to take care of. And so, I lost 2 family members within a month of each other this year. I had another one that was in hospital. We couldn't even have proper funerals because of what happened. So it's like, it's just another thing. Just another thing. I can ask a plastic surgeon to hook up. Hey, man, if you know any that are giving out free lipo, I'm happy. I'm happy to contribute. I get hungry every time I stress. I think we find comfort in that. So it's like, that's the only thing you can really control. When you're in a world that's completely out of control and there's so much stuff that you can't control. And that's kind of where some of my eating disorder was, well, I can control what goes in my mouth. I can control how much I exercise. And so I can also go like, hey, I can just eat all this all I want and I'll feel fine. So I've been on both ends of that, where binge eating or not eating at all. So I know what both ends of that's like. And so I either can get super fixated on exercising and, like focused on that, or I can get super fixated on the other end and be like, I don't care anymore. The world sucks and this makes me feel better. So, but see, I recognize that. And so I'm not full on either way right now. I'm just like floating more towards I don't care. I'm going to eat everything. But I can go, hey. We need to rein it in a little. We need to rein it in a little because I don't want to do that again. And I don't want to go the other extreme either. So reining it in. And, that's part of why I needed to get out of my house so I can like kind of reset. Wes Sturdivant says, we're canceling Christmas dinner because of COVID this year. Odd, we usually cancel it because we don't like each other. I laugh because hard relate a little bit for certain members of my family. Oh, gosh. But there you go. Warning dumb racist people says, great grandmother died from COVID day before yesterday. She went from popping positive to dying in 4 days. I am so sorry. This virus is a bad virus to get. You don't want it. I'm not going to say it's the same as getting like HIV or something like that. We don't know what the long-term effects are for this virus. Young people are dying, old people are dying, all kinds of different ages. Hey, Nervardia, I figured out how to do this thing, but I can't invite anybody on this. But I'm in the mountains and it's dark outside, and that's supposed to be an aquarium behind me. It's a big old cabin. Yay! Nature, but distanced nature, which is good. So I just thought I would try this and see how this would go on my laptop, and it seems to be going okay. So there you go. That doesn't really look like, it looks like some kind of weird fluorescent thing, but it's supposed to be an aquarium. But there you go. That's TV. It is a TV, but it's got like an aquarium going through it. So there you go. But yeah, as I was saying, you don't want this virus. You don't want COVID-19. The way that it enters into the cells into your body is through the ACE2 receptor. And that receptor just happens to be on just about every single cell in your body. It's definitely there in some of your major systems, your lungs, of course, the linings of your lungs. So like epithelial tissue, basically the stuff that lines the things. We can find it in your colon. Maybe turn down the brightness on the TV. Let me see if I can do that. Got the remote. But yeah, this virus gets into everything. I don't know how to do that on here. Is it menu? Menu. Let me see. No, I hit the wrong thing. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, that's not doing anything, is it? I think it's just the nature of the light. Okay, it doesn't matter. Y'all, there's fish in there. So there's fish on the TV. If you want to know what that looks like, Google aquarium without music on YouTube. It's the same thing. My nose itches again. So yeah, you don't want this virus. This is why we're seeing incidents of kidney failure, heart issues, lung damage. People are having strokes. They're having bowel issues because it can affect your colon, because it's the same type of tissue as like in your lungs. So my goodness. So you don't want that. Can you put more light on you? I can, I guess. I can move this here. I got a lamp right here, but I don't know if that adjusts. Yeah. See, hey, let's tell a ghost story. It's too bright. No, stupid ghost story is not scary if I can't, God, right in the eyeballs. Yeah, that didn't work. Um, so, so yes. CAP says, cold as Fook says, I've heard that 5,000 IUs of vitamin D a day makes you virtually invincible to all viruses, included COVID. Is that true? No, it's not. Here, maybe if I try this. Okay, here. All right, so welcome to the cabin in the woods. Boy, this looks terrible. My name is ScientistMel, and this is some of the worst lighting I have ever had in my life. It is quite frightening. I have a scary story to tell you. So, I was driving around downtown, and then I went into this small shop, and then I realized I had forgotten my mask. Ah! And that's the end of that scary story. I hope you enjoyed that ScientistMel scary story moment. Yeah, this is terrible. I look like I'm jaundiced, don't I? But yeah, you can take all the vitamin D you want, but it doesn't like do anything. Look, it's like you can see the shadow here from my chin. Boy, this is weird. What if I do it this way? Now you can see it my nose. But that's weird. We're playing with light today. If I do that, it messes up the TV, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So there you go. So I don't know. An unsynchronized Halloween episode. Woo! Yes. It's winter. De-screamber, right? Instead of December, it's de-screamber. I'm not sorry for that. Yeah, so I don't know. Oh, that's like right in my face. Okay, and thus ends the scary Halloween moment. Yes, recently, the macho COVID deniers can give you ED. Well, it can mess up your sperm count. So all the people in my mentions a few days ago, because I posted something, and so it kind of went viral. Let me tell you, that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare for your Twitter experience if you freaking go viral. Particularly if you have notifications for when if somebody says something to you, if somebody says something to you, it goes off, and then after a while, it just stops. You just lose all your notifications. And then if anybody likes it or retweets it or anything like that, but it's just like, I couldn't look at my phone for probably 2 days. I had people yelling at me, all kinds of stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to do this right now. I'm just going to put my phone down. When I had people just trying to fight me, it's not real. It's like, oh my gosh. It's going to make your sperm get all jacked up. Will you please wear a mask? Man. So it's, yeah. It looks like you're playing The Little Mermaid on the Sega Genesis back there. Oh, that was somebody on my Facebook page. Listening, but away from keyboard. Answer. I take 4,400 IUs of vitamin D daily for depression reasons. I recently accidentally bought 5,000 IUs vitamin D. Asked my doctor about it, but she gave a vague CYA answer. I thought you were going to say, will you please wear a condom? Well, you should do that anyway. Unless you're in a committed relationship, and you have had discussions about birth control. Should always wear a condom, even in some committed relationships, because people kind of stray sometimes, and it's all right to wear a condom. You should do that anyway. Oh my goodness. I probably need to go soon. It's almost 8:30. I don't know how long I've been on. There's like no time limit here. It doesn't say how long I've been on. Don't be silly, wrap your willy. That sounds like you could put that to a Christmas song, right? Don't be silly, wrap your willy if you're gonna have any kind of sex. 'Cause there's all kinds of nasty. What rhymes with that? There's all kinds of nasty grimes that can make you really, really, really sick. So don't be silly, wrap your willy. It's the best part of the gosh. Bye. I've been on for 65 minutes according to YouTube. Thank you, Penultima. See you later, cold as fook. Tea break is over. Enjoy the rest of your work day and be safe. Oh boy, who just joined for what and how? Oh, let's see. Crazy Pie Pet Biker. I just joined because I haven't passed you in a while. Oh my goodness. Don't be a knob, protect the knob. Oh, I haven't pestered you in a while. Okay, I got it. I gotcha. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think. The only Christmas song that I like, because I hate them all. I used to work in retail, and Christmas started like the beginning of October and wasn't over until February. So it's like capitalism has ruined my enjoyment of Christmas. But the only one I like is Last Christmas by Wham. I will play that sucker on loop. And I'm taking part in Wham Hunter. It's the opposite of Whamageddon. Wham Hunter is where you listen to that song as much as possible, and you get points for that. Because it's 2020. Why avoid a completely and perfectly good song just so you don't Whamageddon? No. Wham Hunter. And send it to your friends. I'm probably up to 30,000 points now. That's a great song. And have you seen that they redid the video last year to digital 4K Ultra HD? My goodness. It's a great video. So dated. 2020 is what happens when you mix your tarot deck with Cards Against Humanity. Possibly. I don't know. I always thought Cards Against Humanity were kind of like Mad Libs, but I would much rather, and the answers are kind of cool that they have, but Mad Libs is just way more fun in my opinion. Mad Libs is way more fun. And that's something, you can do more interactive with people. You can sit there, okay, give me a verb. Any verb, give me an adjective, give me a place, give me a proper name of a city, and then you just throw it all together and you just tell this really funny story. I always found Mad Libs to be a bit more enjoyable, in my opinion. I used to play Cards Against Humanity a lot, so there you go. Working retail during Christmas will give you some Pavlovian rage conditioning with that music. Penultima, that is true. This is very true. I worked at the Warner Brothers studio store for a little while, and it was open a long time ago. I was really, really young. And Christmas time, oh my God. And they had one of those big Trinitrons, those huge like monitors, where they played clips on loop over and over and over and over and over again. Oh my gosh. And it was like the same songs. And in one shift, you probably heard all of them at least 3 times. So it's just like, my God. Christmas 2018, I had to explain to my 75-year-old aunt the meaning of camel toe. Oh my God, crazy pipette biker. Why do you make me say that? Mr. Shadow Kitty. I was a full-time music teacher. I had to teach the same Christmas songs over and over 4 and 5 hours a day all week until Christmas. I took high school choir, Mr. Shadow Kitty. Please don't make me sing Carol of the Bells or Come All Ye Faithful or White Christmas or We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Oh my God. Although Carol of the Bells was actually, that was pretty fun. But some of the others, man. And then we had our Christmas grams that we sold that you can buy. And then around lunchtime, we'd walk around and sing to your friends. Carol of the Bells, though. That was the only Christmas song I liked singing. The rest of them, I'm just like, God, not this again. And I took choir for like 3 years. And it was the same crap, too. I feel you, Mr. Shadow Kitty. I think my fire went out. It was a good fire. I'm quite proud of myself. And I maintained it in the fireplace. It didn't burn on the cabin or nothing. So that's good. Unlike the lab fire that I managed to cause one time when I wasn't even there. So, Ninja fire. Every year I write an offensive, disrespectful version of a Christmas tune. Oh my goodness. It's like, there's ways to do certain things if you have to endure it. And I suppose that would be one of those. When I would go to church, if I didn't want to sing any of the hymns, if I didn't want to sing any of the words, I would just say watermelon. Watermelon fit with every hymn. So anytime I'd sing, I would just be like, watermelon, watermelon. I would just say the word watermelon to the tune. And that worked every single time. Was not a huge fan of that. On the first day of Christmas, COVID gave to me a scolding by Dr. Fauci. On the second day of Christmas, my COVID gave to me 2 dirty masks and a scolding by Dr. Fauci. Oh my gosh. Let's see, what would the third day of Christmas do? On the third day of Christmas, my COVID gave to me. What is it? What can we do? That was 3. We have to come up with see, now you started this penultima. This is your fault. You completely started this. Now I have to come up with like a whole thing for that. Well, my long-awaited package has arrived, so I bid you adieu until next time. See you later, crazy pipette biker. Hello, Stephen Hobbs. We were just singing the 12 days of COVID. We had to come up with the rest of this song. Warning dumb racist people says, best part about Christmas is watching people drunk off spiced eggnog singing Christmas tunes. Oh my gosh. 3 face masks, 2 rubber gloves, and a scolding by Dr. Fauci. Oh, we got to put in there about test scares. We got to put in like something about being, 4 negative tests. I don't know. 5 negative tests. 4. What would come at 4? What else see, I've been talking about COVID for so long, I can't pull anything together to make like the 12 days of COVID. What would 4 be? So we got 5 negative tests. 4. What would 4 be? Y'all need to help me, man. I got 5 negative tests. We got 3 face masks, 2 rubber gloves, and a scolding by Dr. Fauci. We got, what would 4 be? We need 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll sort it out. We'll make a video. Maybe I can get Hannibal to put a beat to it. Make the 12 days of COVID. Should not be funny. Okay, so all is lovely in the mountains where I am. 4 Uber Eats, 4 bottles of sanitizer. Would it just be 4 bottles of sanitizer? 4 failed lockdowns. Well, we can do Uber Eats. We can do grocery deliveries, right? Bottles of sanitizer. The failed lockdowns. You're going to make me hurt myself laughing, guys. Okay, we could do 6 Uber Eats, 5 negative tests, 4 failed lockdowns, 3 face masks, 2 rubber gloves, and a scolding by Dr. Fauci. 6 days of, oh gosh. How do we fit in losing work? We got to figure that in. Oh my goodness. 12 bottles of sanitizer. No, we got a vaccine now, right? So we can work in the vaccine. We could put that on the 12th day, right? On the 12th day of COVID, my true love gave to me all the vaccines. Something about furloughs. 7 Zoom calls. 6 feet of spacing. Yes, 6 feet of spacing. That's right. 6 feet of spacing. 7 vaccine trials. Oh my goodness. See, we have started a thing now. Now this Christmas song I will sing, because I hate Christmas music most time, except for Last Christmas by Wham, which I will play forever, even when it's not Christmas. So, I don't understand the Christmas stores, the year-round Christmas stores. They have one of those in frickin' Pigeon Forge, and they have 8 nasal swabs. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all, I'm gonna have to write this down. Y'all are giving me good stuff. I'm gonna write this down in my book of stuff. I got my book of stuff. All right, 12 days of COVID. This is gonna be a thing. I have to write this down now. Scolding by Dr. Fauci. I need to find somebody. I'm certain I can find somebody to do the music. Scolding by Dr. Fauci. 2 face masks. Was it? It doesn't matter. 2 face masks. 3 rubber gloves. Or was it 2 rubber gloves? Yeah, that makes more sense. 3 face masks, 2 rubber gloves. Let's see. 4 failed lockdowns. That should not be as funny as it is. 5 negative tests. Let's see. 6 feet of spacing. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We said, what did we come up with? 7. 10 months of stimulus. Now you're dreaming, Dr. Hobbs, man. Come on. You know they ain't going to give us that. We had Zoom calls. 7. We should say 70 Zoom calls. 7 Zoom calls. That works. Okay. 8 nasal swabs. 9 days of furlough. Okay. We say, okay, we'll say 7 pantless Zoom calls. That sounds better. 8 nasal swabs, 9 days of furlough. Oh my God. Okay. Let's see. 10 COVID deniers. Just 10? That's a nice day. 10 COVID deniers. 11. We're at 11. Okay. They're not going to give us 10 months of stimulus. Let's see. That would be nice, though. Man, would that be great? 11 Clorox wipes. We forgot hand sanitizer. Okay. All right. We forgot the hand sanitizer. One of these got to go and be hand sanitizer. Clorox wipes. Should we say hand sanitizer or Clorox wipes? Those are about the same, right? 11 Clorox wipes. That fits better than hand sanitizer. Okay. So you guys ready? We got our 12 here. Feel free to adjust as you want for your holiday. 12 cans of Lysol. Well, we're going to do vaccines. We got to end it with a vaccine because we got a vaccine now, right? We got to end it on a positive. We got there. Okay. So, all right. On the first day of Christmas, my COVID gave to me a scolding by Dr. Fauci. On the second day of Christmas, my COVID gave to me 2 rubber gloves and a scolding by Dr. Fauci. On the third day of Christmas, my COVID gave to me 3 face masks, 2 rubber gloves, and a scolding by Dr. Fauci. On the fourth day of Christmas, my COVID gave to me 4 failed lockdowns, 3 face masks, 2 rubber gloves, and a scolding by Dr. Fauci. Up to 5. On the 5th day of Christmas, my COVID gave to me 5 negative tests, 4 failed lockdowns, 3 face masks, 2 rubber gloves, and a scolding by Dr. Fauci. On the 6th day of Christmas, my COVID gave to me 6 feet of spacing, 5 negative tests, 4 failed lockdowns, 3 face masks, 2 rubber gloves, and a scolding by Dr. Fauci. On the 7th day of Christmas, my COVID gave to me 7 pantless Zoom, 6 feet of spacing, 5 negative tests, 4 failed lockdowns, 3 face masks, 2 rubber gloves, and a scolding by Dr. Fauci. On the 8th day of Christmas, my COVID gave to me 8 nasal swabs, 7 pantless Zoom calls, 6 feet of spacing, 5 negative tests, 4 failed lockdowns, 3 face masks, 2 rubber gloves, and a scolding by Dr. Fauci. Almost done. On the 9th day of Christmas, my COVID gave to me 9 days of furlough, 8 nasal swabs, 7 pantless Zoom calls, 6 feet of spacing, 5 negative tests, 4 failed lockdowns, 3 face masks, 2 rubber gloves, and a scolding by Dr. Fauci. On the 10th day of Christmas, my COVID gave to me 10 COVID deniers, 9 days of furlough, 8 nasal swabs, 7 pantless Zoom, 6 feet of spacing, 5 negative tests, 4 failed lockdowns, 3 face masks, 2 rubber gloves, and a scolding by Dr. Fauci. On the 11th day of Christmas, my COVID gave to me 11 Clorox wipes, 10 COVID deniers, 9 days of furlough, 8 nasal swabs, 7 pantless Zoom calls, 6 feet of spacing, 5 negative tests, 4 failed lockdowns, 3 face masks, 2 rubber gloves, and a scolding by Dr. Fauci. On the 12th day of Christmas, my COVID gave to me 12 vaccine trials. One of them worked. 11 Clorox wipes, 10 COVID deniers, 9 days of furlough, 8 nasal swabs, 7 pantless Zoom calls, 6 feet of spacing, 5 negative tests, 4 failed lockdowns, 3 rubber gloves. 3 face masks, 2 rubber gloves, and a scolding by Dr. Fauci. Boom. Wrote it down and everything. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. That was entirely too fun. I'll put that in writing and post it on the Twitter or something, and you can sing it along whenever you want. Cheers for those great suggestions. Oh my goodness. If we don't laugh sometimes, we're going to lose our minds, aren't we? Oh my goodness. Merry Coronavirus. I am Rona free. When I came in, y'all, for real, since this is a rental property, the first thing I did is brought in my viricide and sprayed down all the surfaces, doorknobs, and handles. I'm not even lying to you. I have not heard the 12 Drinks of Christmas by Faye McKay. I need to check that out. That sounds pretty awesome. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have to make a video for that, guys, and I'll put it out there for you, and I'll send the lyrics to you. I think I'm going to run soon. It's almost 9 p.m. here, so I'm probably going to go to bed early for once. Going to try to get up early tomorrow. I will be on Pimp Monk's channel tomorrow. For whatever reason, he keeps asking me to come back, so I talk about science. It's a bit of a cheeky show, and he swears a lot. And so it's one of those, but that's okay. It's not meant for children. That's all I'm saying. But it's funny. So I bring a little bit of funny science there, and we talk about things from that type of perspective from time to time. I chime in. But this was great. I'm out in the mountains. I'll be leaving here Saturday. Kind of sad. I really wish I had booked a little bit more time here now that I got here, but I guess I can do that later. But this was awesome, guys. Stay safe. I don't have an outro because none of that is on this computer. It's all on my other computer at my house. So I'm going to try not to scare myself in the reflections again of all the windows in this house, or cabin, or whatever you call it. And so it's good to see you guys. Thanks for hopping on here. Hopefully, I'm going to try to have a stream on Sunday with Marrow, also known as Nervardia, for This Week in BS. I haven't had a stream with her in a little while because I had really bad computer issues, but it's better now. So I guess I will see you guys next time. So thanks for hanging with me. Good to see you, Dr. Haas, and the blue one themselves, and Penultima, and everybody else, Aunt Jur. See you guys later. Have a super awesome night. And those of you on Facebook and Periscope and Twitch and all y'all watching, this is fun. Talk to y'all later. Bye.